Number one, if you look at the 11 or 12 million undocumented aliens, which is the second phase, 40% of them came through visa overstay. So you can put the most beautiful wall out there, it's not going to stop them there because they'll either come by plane, boat, or vehicle itself.
That's in our bill too.
Yes, and I know. So the other thing that we got to look at, the wall itself, Mr. President, if you talk to your Border Patrol chief or the former Border Patrol chiefs, I've asked them, how much time does a wall buy you? They'll say a couple minutes or a few seconds. And this is our own Border Patrol chiefs that have said that.
It's not mine.
But
Mine has made
Not the
clear
ones
the
I
wall
spoke
works.
to.
Well,
Not the
It's
ones
not.
I
The
spoke
wall
to.
works.
They
Where-
say
Have
without the
examples.
wall,
All right.
we cannot have border security.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me show
And all you
you.
have to do is ask Israel. Look
Yeah.
what happened with
All
them.
right.
No,
Without the,
ask you,
Henry,
ask
without
San
the one, you
Diego.
can't have.
All right,
Wall works.
Homeland Appropriations, your chief was there and the former chiefs have all said that. Now, the other
Well,
thing is.
they didn't do a very good job.
Well, if you look at, this is
why
where the
they're not
walls,
there.
Mr. President, if you look at where the walls are at right now, this is where the activity is, where the walls are at right now.
We have massive miles of area where people are pouring through.
Right.
Now, one of the good things, because of our rhetoric or because of the perceived, my perceived attitude, fewer people are trying to come through. That's a great thing.
Right.
And that, therefore, I mean, our numbers have been fantastic, maybe for all the right reasons.
But let me just finish my thought. I want to ask you that we're playing, you saw the game last night, it was a good game
I
last
did.
night.
Very good game.
We're playing defense on the 1 yard line, called the U.S. border. We spend over $18 billion a year on the border. If we think about playing defense on the 20-yard line, if you look at what Mexico has done, they stopped thousands of people on the southern border with Guatemala. We ought to be looking
Henry,
at working with
we
them.
stopped them. We stopped them. You know why? Mexico told me, the president told me, everybody tells me, not as many people are coming through their southern border because they don't think they can get through our southern border, and therefore they don't come. That's what happened with Mexico. We did Mexico a tremendous favor.
We actually put appropriations to help them with the southern
The point
border.
is, I know, we always give everybody,
But
every
finally-
other nation gets money but ours.
But finally,
We're
the
always
last-
looking for money,
But-
we give the money to other
But
nations.
finally, the last part,
That
Mr.
we have to
President,
stop.
is instead of playing defense on the 1 yard line, if you look, this is your material. We know where the stash houses are at. We know where the hotels are at. We know where they are across the river.
And we're going
Why play defense on the 1 yard
Henry,
line?
we're
called the
going
US?
after them like never before. We're
Well,
going
all I'm
after
saying
the
is,
stash
if we
houses.
focus on DACA, we can work on the other things separately, on sensible border security, listen to the folks that are from the border.
And
we
you
can
folks are
work
going to have to,
together.
you're one voice. You folks are going to have to come up with a solution. And
Yes,
if
sir.
you do, I'm going to sign that solution.
Yes,
We
sir.
have a lot of smart people in this room, really smart people. We have a lot of people that are good people, big hearts, they want to get it done. I think almost everybody, I can think of one or two I don't particularly like, but that's okay. No, I think everybody, look, Henry, everybody wants a solution. I'm trying to figure that out. Everybody wants a solution. You want it, Henry,
Yes,
and
sir.
I
I wanna
want
work with
it.
you.
I think we have a great group of people to sit down and get this done. In fact, when the media leaves, which I think should be probably pretty soon, but I will tell you, I liked opening it up to the media because I think they see more than anything else that we're all very much on a similar page, not the same page. And Henry, I think we can really get something done.
Yes, sir.
So why don't we ask the media to leave? We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for your without the wall. Is there any agreement without the wall?
No, there wouldn't be. You need it.
So you would
John, you need the wall. I mean, it's wonderful. I'd love not to build the wall, but you need the wall.
Are you changing
And
it?
I will tell you this, the ICE officers and the Border Patrol agents, I had them just recently up. They say if you don't have the wall, in certain areas, obviously, that aren't protected by nature, if you don't have the wall, you cannot have security. You just can't have it. It doesn't work. And part of the problem we have is walls and fences that we currently have are in very bad shape. They're broken. We have to get them fixed or rebuilt. But you speak to the agents, and I spoke to all of them. I lived with them. They endorsed me for president, which they've never done before. The Border Patrol agents and ICE, they both endorsed Trump, and they never did that before. And I have a great relationship with them. They say, sir, without the wall, security doesn't work. We're all wasting time. Now, that doesn't mean 2,000 miles of wall, because you just don't need that. because of nature, because of mountains and rivers and lots of other things. But we need a certain portion of that border to have the wall. If we don't have it, you can never have security. You can never stop that portion of drugs that comes through that area. Yes, it comes through planes and lots of other ways, and ships, but a lot of it comes through the southern border. You can never fix the situation without additional wall, and we have to fix existing wall that we already have.
So you would not support what Senator Feinstein asked you, which would be a clean DACA bill that doesn't...
No, I think a clean DACA bill to me is a DACA bill where we take care of the 800,000 people. They're actually not necessarily young people. Everyone talks about young. You know, they could be 40 years old, 41 years old, but they're also 16 years old. But I think, to me, a clean bill is a bill of DACA. We take care of them, and we also take care of security. That's very important. And I think the Democrats want security, too. I mean, we started off with Steny saying, we want security also. Everybody wants security. And then we can go to comprehensive later on, and maybe that is a longer subject and a bigger subject, and I think we can get that done, too. But we'll get it done at a later date. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Mr. President, I'm Senator Hirono from
Yes, I
Hawaii,
know.
and as the only immigrant serving in the United States Senate right now, I would like nothing better than for us to get to comprehensive immigration reform. But what I'm hearing around the table right now is a commitment to resolving the DACA situation, because there is a sense of urgency. Now, you have put it out there that you want $18 billion for a wall, or else there will be no DACA. Is that still your position?
Yeah, I can build it for less.
But you want
I
that
must tell you,
wall?
I'm looking at these prices. Somebody said 42 billion. This is like the aircraft carrier. It started off at $1.5 billion, and it's now at 18 billion. No, we can do it for less. We can do a great job. We can do a great wall, but you need the wall. And I'm now getting involved. I like to build under budget. Okay, I like to go under budget ahead of schedule. There's no reason for 7 years. Also, I heard the other day. Please don't do that to me. 7 years to build a wall. We can build the wall in 1 year.
Yes, sir.
And we can build it for much less money than what they're talking about. And any excess funds, and we'll have a lot of, whether it's a Woolman rink or whether it's any, I build under budget and I build ahead of schedule. There is no reason to ever mention 7 years again, please. I heard that, I said,
Appropriators in the room.
I said, I wanted to come out with a major news conference, Tom, yesterday. No, it can go up quickly, it can go up effectively, and we can fix a lot of the areas right now that are really satisfactory if we renovate those walls and those
Can you
fences.
tell us how many miles of wall you're contemplating, whether it's 17 million or 13 million, whatever it is? Can you tell us?
But there are large areas where you don't need a wall because you have a mountain and you have a river, and you have a violent river, and you don't need it. Okay?
Senator, I'm happy to come visit you this week. to walk you through
I'm
this.
not the most politically astute person in the world, but it seems to me not much has actually changed here in terms of your positions at this
No,
particular
I think
meeting.
it's
Since
changed.
we're the
I
flies
think
on
my
the wall.
positions are going to be what the people in this room come up with. I am very much reliant on the people in this room. I know most of the people on both sides. I have a lot of respect for the people on both sides. And what I approve is going to be very much reliant on what the people in this room come to me with. I have great confidence in the people. If they come to me with things that I'm not in love with, I'm going to do it because I respect them. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Can you beat Oprah, by the way? Yeah, I'll beat Oprah. Oprah would be a lot of fun. I know her very well. You know, I did one of her last shows. She had Donald Trump, this is before politics, her last week. And she had Donald Trump, and my family was very nice. No, I like Oprah. I don't think she's going to run.
But you bring the Republicans.
I don't think she's going to run. I know her very well.
Let's wait about that for the president.
Yeah, it's phase two. I think comprehensive will be phase two. I think, I really agree with Dick. I think we get the one thing done and then we go into comprehensive the following day. I think it'll happen.
Thank you all.
Yes. Well, we'll
Let's
start.
wait 1 second. and let
Thank
the
you all very
president
much. I hope we gave you enough material. This should cover you for about 2 weeks. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I'm thrilled to be with a distinguished group of Republican and Democratic lawmakers from both the House and the Senate. We have something in common. We'd like to see this get done, and you know what this means. We're here today to advance bipartisan immigration reform that serves the needs of the American families, workers, and taxpayers. It's DACA. We've been talking about DACA for a long time. I've been hearing about it for years, long before I decided to go into this particular line of work.